College, our 6,200 students and our 1,200 employees of the 9 counties that we serve. I just want to welcome you to a very special day here in Storm Lake. Projects like this don't happen every day in communities, especially out in rural Northwest, North Central Iowa, and we never want to take that for granted. So we appreciate your support and the city's support and for showing up today. We appreciate it. A few thank yous that I want to share. This $10 million project, there's a lot of pieces that went into it in order to get us to today's. First off, USDA Rural Economic Development Grant, our partner there with the Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative. That was a $2 million revolving loan grant fund that will be able to help support this project. The EDA, the Economic Development Authority, we received a $700,000 grant for equipment, for workforce training. That will be some of the antimage tables that you get to witness today and some of the technology that go into the building. Our public. This is $1.4 million of this came from our $25 million public referendum that we ran in 2018. And we had overwhelming support from this side of our region. So this is the byproduct of that support of the public referendum, and we thank you. Our community school districts that are here with us today, Storm Lake, Alta Aurelia, Sioux Central, Newell Fonda, and Pocahontas area, as well as St. Mary's. These schools really came together as a consortium to talk about what the needs were within this building, and those needs really matched all of the workforce needs that the region needed. Our Board of Trustees, I can't prop up our 9 Board of Trustee members enough. It takes courage to start venturing and building a building like this, and it takes a great board to be supportive of all across the region. You know, we've done over $40 million of infrastructure improvements for Iowa Central over the last 3 years. And that has been sprinkled throughout all of our communities. And a fourth of that is this building right here. And last but certainly not least, really the linchpin in being able to do this project is the Iowa Department of Education and the Career Academy Incentive Fund that was led by Governor Reynolds, Director Snow and her team, and representatives here today. The $1 million that we received was really the point that got us over the support to be able to get it done. And we appreciate them for being here. This is a special building. You know, our purpose at Iowa Central is very simple. We want students to come to Iowa Central. We want them to finish their degrees and their certifications in the shortest amount of time possible with the least amount of student loan debt so they can go on and have a better life. This building represents a lot of that. During the day, this building is going to be full with high school students who are earning college credit in high demand and high paying job areas within our region. At night, it will be for adult education. Those trying to finish up their high school diploma, their high set, or learning to speak English. ELL will be a major component of this building. We also want to thank Jensen Builders, the general contractor for the project, as well as ISG for their commitment and diligence in building a beautiful building that you see today. A Career Academy, we lead the nation in concurrent enrollment across the 50 states. We have more students taking college courses while they're in high school than any of our neighbors. It's buildings like this where we are able to teach students as they enter the career path. It's really sexy right now to just say, hey, you don't need a 4-year degree. And we agree, you don't. You don't need a 4-year degree to have a successful and better life. But what we do say is every single student needs some type of training in some different form past high school in order to garner a high-paying job in a high-demand area. Iowa Central is also very proud of the students that we serve. Only 35% are coming from our region. We are the #1 community college of choice in the state. But of the students who graduate from Iowa Central, 77% stay in our service region. So the students who are being trained right here in this Career Academy are going to be your neighbors and members of your community in the future. Last but certainly not least, this building represents a larger vision for Iowa Central. 3 years ago, we cut a ribbon on that building behind you, our industrial training facility. And after we cut that ribbon, we went and began to plan for this building. The reason being very simple. At that time, we were spread across 4 different locations in Storm Lake. That's inefficient, it's not a good use of resources, and we weren't being as effective for our community that we could. This building represents a highly efficient building. You're going to see beautiful architecture, but at the same, very cost effective for the folks who paid for this building, you, the taxpayers. This building represents the potential for a better life for our students, for future generations here in Storm Lake and the surrounding region. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce Governor Kim Reynolds. I will tell you this, getting to know Governor Reynolds over my time, there's no truer champion of community colleges here in our state and across the nation, and truly passionate about workforce development than our governor. So with that, please welcome Governor Kim Reynolds.
Nice introduction, and truly just thank you for your leadership and for your vision and for you and your team making a difference in the lives of so many kids and families in our state. We really appreciate it. I love working with you. I love the vision, and I love the direction that you're going. What a great turnout too. This says a lot. So I'm so grateful to be here to help celebrate and cut the ribbon on the Iowa Central's $10 million Storm Lake Learning Center. What an exciting day. Again, not just for students, but family and staff, but also for the Storm Lake community and truly our entire state. Today, we celebrate Iowa Central for truly living up to its role as a community college, dedicated to providing great educational opportunities to Iowans right near home. You know, it's hard to overstate how valuable that is for rural areas just like this one, where continued economic development depends on really being able to field a capable, well-trained workforce in a wide variety of industries. And I love this stat. I love the stats that you gave, but in fact, our community colleges support roughly 1 in 23 jobs in Iowa, and each of those jobs reflect the incredible power of these institutions to transform lives. Here at the Learning Center, that looks like 7 career tracks, from advanced manufacturing to computer science to electrical technologies and healthcare. It also looks like a brand new career academy for students at 5 nearby school districts, as well as you heard, as well as evening English classes for non-native speakers. Combined with the opportunities available just next door at Iowa Central's Industrial Training Center, Northwest Iowa has never had access to better post-secondary educational options. So whether you're a high school student that's looking for a head start on a certification or college credits, an adult learner pursuing employable skills, or an immigrant working to integrate into a new community, Iowa Central has something for you here in Storm Lake. You'll leave empowered to continue your education or else embark on a successful career. Of course, as you all know and as you've heard better than anyone, projects that are this impactful, it's no easy feat. It really requires strong partnerships between local, regional, state, and federal stakeholders, and that is exactly what we've seen in this case. I want to thank Iowa Central and its team, as well as all of the local businesses, the government officials, and the school district team whose hard work has made this possible. And finally, I too want to thank Director Snow and her team at the Department of Education for their work with the Career Academy Incentive Fund, which really does, thanks to the legislature, it exists to encourage transformative, bottom-up partnerships just like this one. So we were proud to do our part and to be a part of it with a $1 million investment to help bring it to completion. And I can't wait to continue to come back and see the outstanding work that it does in the years to come. So congratulations on this really big day. Congratulations.
And they'll say like, I have chest pain or I have pain in my left arm, and so yeah, there's a lot more. Yeah, that's better. I like to do everything. What you want? Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit.
You've got the vein there, so on and so forth, and if we continue to move out, we can